Arr, matey sweepy.
Ram something. Oh, hey, we have to fight Beetle.
Oh no, BeetleBum's on the other team?
I'll ram him, it's okay.
Damn, wrong team. I feel that, man.
Hey guys, Mr.BeetleBum here, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's from a match that I was playing, I guess last week, and I first put together this video. As you see up there, you can see that there's another person's stream going on there. That's Talk to Me Goose. Talk to Me Goose is a real good streamer, a real good person. I've met him through streaming, and I enjoy going to his streams. He's often comes to mine, and I like to go to his and do what they call lurking, meaning as he's trying to become an affiliate or a partner, you know, you need to get your viewers up, just like I'm trying to get my viewership up. So what I tend to do is I go there and I just lurk while I'm doing work or whatever and whatnot. This night, what happened was, just leading into this, we were in a, we had said he'd be like 3, 2, 1, and we'd all hit battle because he's got a platoon of real good players. And I'd jump in, try to get in the game with him. And I did. I got into Highway, and it was awesome. I helped back their platoon up and whatever. I got the last one. It was like, mine, mine, mine. We were all chasing it. It was hilarious. Anyways, then a little while later, I came back and we did it again. But unfortunately, as you saw up the top, I didn't make it onto his team. I'm the opposing. And that's what this video is about. And if you know anything about me, I'm the guy who always goes over and helps the guy who's gone to a flank by himself, that kind of thing. You might have noticed in chat there, excuse me, I don't know what's going on with the summer here. My nose is going crazy. Maybe I'm getting allergies in my old age. But anyways, back to the game. So we had one tank, a medium that went railway, and I'm typing railway, guys, railway, and I realized, this guy's gonna get killed here, and sure enough, because I can see that there's 4 tanks down there. I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy, I'd love to help, but all I'm gonna get is like 1 shot in here or something, and that's it. Now this panther right here is the first thing that I get to see of them. Now, the reason why I went back to where I am right now is because I've done this so many times, because a lot of the enemy, when they're coming down the railway, what they do is they get off the railway and they go down along the low part in the water so that it's less chance of them being spotted. It's a very smart thing to do. It's just using the topography to your advantage. But this is the first screw up for their team. I'm going to turn it up here a little bit.
He's probably relocated, Beetle.
They're talking about me here. The E75 TS is a very good player on his platoon, and they're talking about like, well, where is he? Now I'm like triple bushed right now. There's no way they're going to see me even if I shoot. But the reality is I know that this guy's. I'm not guaranteed that I'm going to be able to kill him in 1 shot. So I'm communicating with my team, saying, hey man, look at, you can see the chat there. I'm just saying, hey, just nail this guy, nail this guy. And finally, you're going to see when he pops back here, you're going to see that Artie does hit him. And right away, I'm like, okay, done. Back up a little bit. Not lit. Now, here's the first problem. You hear that? Nothing. He didn't say anything he didn't ping the mini-map and say, the SU's over here. He didn't communicate, and that's the first fatal error for them. They have no idea where I am right now, and he could have let them know where I was. Always communicate with your team. Even if I'm not in a platoon, I always try to ping the map and say, the Hellcat's here, the Elk is here, or whatever it is. But he didn't do that. So now the team's kind of like, I don't know. Now I'm realizing, okay, I'm pretty sure most of the tanks are out there. So it's time to start thinking about trying to catch up. Now, like I said, the E75 is a good player. Listen to him when he gets killed.
My goodness.
It's coming up. Oh, that was taking a blind shot of where I thought Goose was. Okay, so here we go.
I'm reloading.
Well, there he is. I'm thinking to myself, time to get him. Right there, I track him.
Okay, hey, Beetle's here.
Really?
You hear
Are
that?
you sure?
100%.
Oh, my intuition worked. Instantly. realized
100%. Whoever that player is, salute.
You guys know what intuition
Good
is,
player.
right?
Immediately realizes I'm the one who tracked him, and tells and communicates to the rest of the team that's where BeetleBum is. And immediately look that way. Look at Goose. Here he comes.
Where are you?
Now, let me just pause this just for a second here, guys. I'm going to fast forward a little bit after. Now, he's coming at me. He doesn't know where I am. But now let me tell you what you're about to see, okay? There's the reason why I didn't even think about doing this. And then afterwards, that's the reason why I'm showing you guys this video. Is I'm like, you know what? I really should be showing you that. Track, and track. You've heard me say it before. I always tell new players, track. Okay? I want you to understand when a tank is coming at you at full speed, whether it be a TD, a light, or whatever, and you focus on one of their tracks and you hit them right in the front of the track there and stop that track dead, what's going to happen is their tank's going to go or depending on which side you hit them. It's all that weight pushing, but the track is stopped. The other one's going to go, so they're just going to turn. And if you're lucky, Talk to Me Goose here has the brand spanking new 152K, and that thing does hit like a ton of hammers. But anyways, I've never shot at it before. This was right when it first came out. I think he got it the first day. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how heavy it is, because the heavier it is, the less it's going to spin. So anyways, in my head, I already know this is what I'm doing. I'm tracking them because that's how I always do it. It will give you such an advantage if you can track, move, give them damage, move, track them again, move, damage, and so on, man. You could be like at half the HP as your enemy one-on-one, and if you can track them and take that to your advantage, you can end up killing them with losing very little HP. Not always, but a lot of the times, and that's why I do it. So let's see what happens.
That's okay, I'll one shot. Oh, is he? No, I mean, he's full.
There it is. I looked at the track. He didn't move much. He's still able to get me.
Got both of us.
Talk to me, Goose.
He actually helped his team win by being back there, man. He won the game by being back there.
I love what his platoon mates say.
nice.
It's like, yeah, I know. And I totally see where he's coming from. I know what he's thinking. He's like, oh, man, but he just hid back there the whole time. He didn't challenge. I want to challenge him one-on-one. And I understand that. You're in an E75 TS. I'm in a paper TD. I did the right thing there, but I totally understand where he's coming from. He would have liked to have had the challenge more like on a one-on-one thing. But guys, by me heading back there after my one guy on the railway track left and basically setting up that trap is what made it so that we could do what we do here and move forward and win this game. It was a total comeback. Sometimes you just have to chill. I always say patience and common sense wins the game. Sometimes you just have to use that patience, man. Just sitting in the bush, not doing anything. If you're worried about your win 8, sometimes, that's going to make you not win simply because you won't do it I just did. You'll rush out for damage and instead of being patient. Anyway, so what I'm doing here, guys, is if you look on the mini map right here, you see this FV and the Super Hellcat. Now, I'm guessing that the Super Hellcat is there because it just makes sense. That Hellcat's got great view range. It would make sense to me if I was in that I would want to be exactly where he is, or maybe over by the house here, but one of those two spots. I'm thinking that Hellcat's in that area, but I already don't think the FV is there because that's been spotted quite a while ago. And also with movement around it, you'd think it would probably have got spotted by now. So what I end up doing is actually pushing out, and what you can see in the chat is me saying, hey man, I don't think he's there. Just come out. But I'm going to fast forward this a little bit because it really does, it takes a while for me to convince this WZ to come out and spot. And don't get me wrong, it's not even about to happen yet. But look at him. He's right over Okay, now I'm looking at the to where the Hell Kitty probably is. But he's 32 hit points is all he's got. He's a good player, so I understand why he's a little hesitant. And then I even move up a little bit more here and say, hey, okay, come on, man. I'm really close now, like we would have seen him. Until eventually, where's the WZ starts moving? There you go. Now he goes. So what do?
Oh,
We track him, and the WZ, I believe, or no, the RD finishes him. And that's even better. That's even better. I don't mind. I got the track, and I did most of the damage, and someone else finished him off. Because human, the way that we think, the psychology is, I guarantee you, if he was showing anyone, like pinging anything, he was probably pinging where the arty was, because he's looking at that final hit that killed him, not the one that did the damage or tracking. So again, they don't know where I am. It's all about, like using communication, and sometimes it's about waiting on certain people because you know they're going to communicate. The two big things, like I said here, is tracking and communicating. Those are the two lessons, the tips and tricks that are shown in this. The communication is just huge. But anyways, right now it's basically the end of the game. I'm telling my team they're all going to be in the corner, and then I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go wrap around the rail, or go over the railway and come up along that low ground there. And then all of a sudden, and he shoots me, and I got 4 hit points left. And I love how Talk to Me Goose is right on it, and he's like,
if he kills all 3 of us,
he talks to him in a bit about HE. He should, if he had used HE, I'd be dead. I would have been dead easy. Now, this shows the difference in skills. I don't know what his crew skills are. My crew skills on this tank are maxed out. You notice he can't see me, and I can still see him. I'm not going to go into the whole spiel about the spotting thing and all that, but all I'm saying is it really does make a big difference in this game when you've maxed out your skills. On your crews, that is. Anyways, we're right at the end of the match.
Where's VB at?
I wish I had been able to finish it, all 3 of the platoon, but... Now listen to this.
If you would have used HE, you would have killed him.
So true. If he had...
Just saying.
Just saying.
That's all you, baby. I told you to shoot the HE. No.
And that's it, guys. That's it, man. Like I said, I just wanted you to see, like, it's so important about the tracking. What I said about how you can have a situation where you have less hit points than your enemy, but yet you'll still come out of the battle, you'll win it. I watched a video from Quickie Baby long time ago. I'm going back like a long time ago, like 5 years at least. And I'm trying to think of it was Fisherman's Bay, the old Fisherman's Bay, which I love that old map. Where you'd go along, there's the water on one side, and then I guess what is one line right now. I could have swore it was flipped before, but anyways, somewhere along that one line, it was him in a medium against a heavy. That was an agile heavy though. I think it was a Patton or something. But anyways, my point simply is, Patton had full health and he was about half dead. And Quickie Baby won. Yeah, now of course he's really good, but on top of that, he won it easily simply by tracking and having more movement, like more mobility to get around him. And since that day I saw that video, I started practicing, and I'm telling you, there's been so many times where I've won a battle, and people rage afterwards in whispers and whatnot, but it's like, sorry, man. Because, and then there's other times though it's not toxic, where you get the guy, he just waves his gun, he doesn't even bother, he waves his gun because after 3 shots from me, he realizes, okay, this guy's got me, it's like I give. Anyways, tracking is so important, and I hope you realize, like I said, especially with a non-turreted tank, when they're coming at you, if you shoot them right in the front on one track, you can spin them, you can lock them in place. If they've already used their repair kit, like obviously Talk to Me Goose had, you're going to have some time to be able to shoot them without them even being able to shoot back at you. That's a big one. Man, especially if they're coming down a hill, do it. You'll laugh your head off. Sometimes they'll do it like a donut. I've literally had them where they do too much and they're still facing me. I'm like, no! And the other thing finally is communication. Always communicate. Even if you're not in a platoon, guys, communicate to your team. You won't believe how much that will help. And also, you'll be amazed at how many times your team will actually help you if you let them. There's people on your team who will want to help. They want to help like crazy. They just don't know what they're supposed to do. If you let them know where the enemy is, they'll help you out. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for checking this out. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, if you want to know when I'm bringing out my next YouTube videos, of course, set up notifications. I'm always streaming on Twitch. I'll be there tonight, and always am. And if you have any questions, come on by and ask, or leave the in the comments here on YouTube. This has been fun, and like I said, I really hope that it was something that can help you a little bit in the game. Till the next time, guys, I'm Mr. BeetleBum. I'm out.